Warning, the following video has not been approved by the Comic Code Authority and is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The.Comic.Assassin. It's Monday. This is the day we'll let you guys know what's been kind of going on with the news, and also what books are coming out this week on New Comic Book Day that I'm keeping my eye out on, and maybe you might want to be as well. Starting off, there's really not a lot going on in the news. I know they announced that Cloak and Dagger has been canceled after season 2 of the TV show. I actually really enjoyed season 1. I haven't had the chance to get around and watch season 2, so I don't know how it compared. But season 1 was awesome. So, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed to see that one go. But, hey, that's what happens to good things sometimes. They have to go away. Paramount has announced they have optioned Planet of the Nerds. And once again, I think this is based off a graphic novel. I don't even think it's come out yet. I think the graphic novel is actually dropping this week. I could be wrong, but if I'm not, it might be one you want to check out. I'm not a huge fan of these books that get optioned before they even get into the customer's hands. But then again, you never know if they might actually produce it. It might be a hit, and you might wish you would have picked it up for cover price. So yeah, Planet of the Nerds. There's also some rumors going out there for some movies. There's some with like the Winter Soldier stuff. I'm not going to go into that because those are rumors. That's stuff that I told all of y'all weeks ago about who they want the next Captain America to be, the drama between Sam and all that stuff. It's no news to me, and if you've seen my video from that, it won't be any new news to you. But it's coming out as being newly leaked information. But here's one that's interesting. It deals with Venom 2. There are talks that they are going to be trying to do some She-Carnage type of stuff. Now, last Monday I dropped for y'all that they're definitely going to have Shriek in there, who was a love interest of Cletus Cassidy in the comics. The way this was worded, it was kind of weird. Like, they make you think that Shriek is going to be She-Carnage, which is totally not what happened in the books, at least from my recollection. So, or it could just be a rumor. But they're talking up this big, female Venom versus female Carnage fight scene. Who knows? It might be happening. Who doesn't like some girl-on-girl symbiote action? Okay. Continuing on, I found this story funny. So basically, in the Joker movie, there's that iconic scene where he's dancing down the big stairwell. Well, apparently people in the neighborhood are upset because a lot of people are coming to this neighborhood and taking selfies and stuff like that, and they kind of feel like their privacy has been invaded upon, and they don't like the increase in traffic, which at the same time, the people who are coming to your neighborhoods are probably spending money in your neighborhoods, which is good for your local mom and pops shops and all that kind of stuff. But I can understand it. I can understand, the lack of privacy, But, hey, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I remember my grandmother, she actually lived, God bless her soul, she actually lived like a 10-minute drive from the Soprano house, like the Tony Soprano house, the HBO series. And of course I had to go check it out, right? I had to go see it, take a picture of it, and I always wanted to get my little boy, to get him in a bathrobe and get a picture of him picking up the newspaper in the driveway. But I understood if I did that, that could have been, infringing on someone else's privacy. A little bit different of a scenario because this is someone's house versus a freaking city stairway. But yeah, I can kind of get that. But yeah, there's been some drama up there in the Bronx, and that's pretty much it. I did want to ask a question. If you're like me, you probably go on eBay from time to time and you look for books. And every once in a while, and actually not once in a while, all the time, you see these auctions where they're like 100 books for 99 cents. But the shipping is like $129. Right? And, at first, 100 books for, right now it's 99 cents, and no one ever bids on them. But that shipping is $129. Knowing good and well, it ain't going to cost nobody $129 to ship domestically 100 comic books. I don't care what your packing method is. That just ain't going to happen. I think it's kind of a shady technique for them to get some of their money. But I was curious if any of you guys have ever done anything like that specifically. I've done some mystery boxes, which I actually enjoyed. But it was kind of like, hey, we'll throw in 5, random vintage comics for $10, $2-3 shipping. Kind of a buy it now. And I've given them a try, and I've enjoyed them. I never got anything, and I was like, this was a complete waste. I kind of felt like I got my money's worth at least. But they kind of sucker you in because all they do is they show the pictures of the good books, right? The good vintage comic books. Or even the good modern books that are hot keys, But you may not get any of those, right? So, yeah, I just want to know what you guys thought about that whole selling practice on eBay, and if you've ever had any encounter with any of those, and were they positive or negative. Now, this last story, not necessarily comic book related, but man, when you see a headline like this, how could you not say something about it? Now, when I saw this article, at first, I laughed. I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Like, this is for real? But the more I thought about it, man, and it didn't take long. It didn't take much thought to actually get really pissed off about this whole thing. But man, leave my man Olaf alone, first off. Leave my man Olaf alone. But yeah, I think if I was in the store and I caught somebody doing this, somebody's going to get the ass beat. That's all there is to it. Basically, this guy was caught sexually violating an Olaf stuffed plushie in Walmart down in Florida. The dude got arrested, but what's even sick is that when the dude was done, he put it back on the shelves. You know what I'm saying? And, I try to be open-minded and say, hey, whatever you do when you own home, that's fine as long as you ain't hurting anybody, no kids, no animals. You have your perversions at home. But to be out in Walmart doing stuff like that, man, totally not cool. But yeah, when you see a headline like that, I was like, oh, that's definitely going on the show. Definitely going on the show. Can't pass that one up. But yeah, the more I think about it, the more I really do get heated up at it. Because, I got kids. It'd be one thing if it was me by myself. If my kid saw something like that, man, I think old Assassin would be seeing red very, very quickly. But enough of that. All right, Olaf, I hope you're feeling better. I hope you can make it past this heinous act that's been done upon you. Okay? I wish you the best, man. All right, so what books are coming out this week? And a lot. Choices are going to have to be made. But these are some of the top books I'm going to keep my eye on. Some I'm definitely getting for sure. Some I'm probably going to pass on. But nonetheless, I'm still going to let you know about them. Some indie books, not really a lot. There's this Monster Planet #1 coming out from Zenescope. Basically, it's where the human race has been obliterated. But a handful of people, they feel like they've come up with the cure to cure the monsters that have overtaken everybody. Seems interesting. It's Halloween time. I love me a good horror book. So that one, and on the same token, we have Wolven Heart #1. This is a Mad Cave comic. I don't really remember the synopsis fully, but it was about Van Helsing and these group of monster hunters essentially. I wasn't too impressed with the cover art. Not saying that it was bad. It just seemed a little bit more anime-ish to me. So I don't know. I'll probably have to flip through that one first before I pull the trigger on that one. But my two top indie books. First one is Plot Number 2. This is from Vault Comics. This one's already sold out. I picked up #1. I did a review of #1 for you guys. Definitely picking that one up. And then the other one is Vampire State Building #2. This is from Ablaze Media. I really like the Bernard King Kong parody cover that they did there. This is another one that's already sold out. That first issue got some buzz. Even though I wasn't a huge fan of how they did the vampire art in that one, I was very intrigued by the story. And going to be picking up issue #2. Moving on to DC. There's not really a lot that catches my attention. There's this Basket Full of Heads #1 that's coming out. Seems kind of interesting. It's about this girl. She's with this crew. Some shady stuff happens, but basically she survives because she's wielding like this old ancient Viking axe that can decapitate somebody in one slice. But it also gives the power of the head to keep talking. So she has these decapitated talking heads. It seems like a pretty interesting story. So this might be one to pick up. The last one, not the last one, but The Last God #1 is also coming out from DC. I like the cover art in this one. It might be one I pass on, to be honest with you, just because choices have to be made. But it did seem like an interesting book. It's more kind of, it's about the gods and, things like that. So, you might want to check it out. But my two top DC books, I'm going to say Joker Killer Smile #1. I love that Care Andrews cover. I think that one's pretty sweet. The cover A is pretty good too, but I'm going with cover B on this one. Honestly, I don't even think I read the synopsis of this one. I just saw the cover and I was like, yep. Going to flip through it if I like it and picking it up. But the next one is Deceased #6. I'm going with that Putri horror homage cover. It's a homage from the movie Critters, if I'm not mistaken, which I watched as a kid. I think they're either trying to do a remake or they did do a remake here as of late, or a sequel, or yeah. But the old school Critters was awesome, and I just love the cover. This is wrapping up the Deceased storyline. So, but hey, when one zombie-ish book concludes, Marvel decides to drop its own zombies. So yeah, Marvel Zombies Resurrection #1 comes out. Pretty sweet covers on this one. I think a few of them might have already been sold out. I might get it. I really might get it. I tend to really enjoy the artwork on some of these, but it's also one I might be quick to pass on, just because, how many times can you do a Marvel zombie story where it doesn't... I guess, how original can you be? I might give issue 1 a try, but, in the title, you pretty much know what's going to happen. Marvel characters going to get killed off. They're going to come back to zombies. Who are they going to kill? Who are they going to turn into zombies? And I don't know. This might have been one of those series where they might have just let the one stand where they were and just quit. But I don't know. If you like zombies, you like Marvel, might be one to pick up. So some of my other Marvel picks, Dead Man Logan #12 comes out. This is the final issue for this run. So if you've been reading it, you're probably already going to pick up #12. I think some cool stuff happens in it, but I just haven't been keeping up with this Dead Man Logan. I did the old school, Old Man Logan stuff, but yeah, I kind of passed on this whole series. Excalibur #1 comes out. And unfortunately, I kicked myself in the rear end because I have to go with the Bagley connecting variant. And it's not because I like the variant. It's just because, for some reason, I didn't realize they were doing this huge connecting cover variant. And they did it for X-Men, they did it for Marauders, now they're doing it for this one. So I kind of feel like this is going to be a 4 or 5 issue connecting cover scene. Which, let's be for real, it's not like I'm probably going to put this on my wall or anything like that. But if I did, I'd want to make sure I had all the connecting covers. So yeah, I'm definitely picking up issue #1 of Excalibur. Silver Surfer Black #5 comes out. I've been digging this story. You guys already know what I feel. I've done some reviews on this story. I like the story. Just not a big, huge fan of the art. I do like the cover art that Chad Moore does on this one, though. I think it's pretty sweet looking. So yeah, Silver Surfer Black #5 comes out. But my two top Marvel picks that are coming out this week, Red Goblin, Red Death #1. I really dig that Ron Lim cover variant. It's cover price. It is sold out Midtown. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I'll be honest with you, the way they did the whole Red Goblin thing, I wasn't a huge fan of with Amazing Spider-Man. It got really hyped up, and I don't feel like it lived up to the hype as much as it could have. But yeah, you got the Red Goblin, you got some Carnage action. Let's just see what happens. But my other top book, and this is Venom 19, and I'm going with that Ji Hyung Lee variant. To me, this is hands down the cover of the week. First off, I love me some Venom, but when I saw this cover, golly, was it like over a month ago? I actually shared it with you guys, saying this cover is freaking sick. If you love some Mary Jane, if you love some Venom, how could you not like this cover? So hands down, that's my 100% pickup of the week for me. Because cover alone would sell me all day long with that cover. But knowing that it's been a good read, that's just extra. That's just an extra bonus right there, baby. All right, so that's it. This is the Comic Assassin. Thank you so much for joining me. I do want to give a little bit of news. So you guys know that I try to come with a video for you guys every Monday and Friday. I should get this Friday video out, but coming up next Monday and Friday is going to be really iffy. I got to go out of town on the weekend for a conference, come back on Sunday, finish up packing. Then Monday, me and my wife are leaving to go on a vacation. First vacation we've had together all year. We're visiting some family. We're going to be up in Colorado. It'll be first time visiting Colorado, so super excited about that. But I might be able to swing a Monday video, and I will really try. But Friday, probably not, because it's going to be our last day of vacation. We're going to be with family, etc., etc. So if you don't see me next week, that's why. I will be back the next week. You better believe it. But until then, thank you everybody for checking out this video. If you feel so inclined, subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to like, dislike, leave a comment. Please leave a comment at least. I like chatting with you guys. But anyway, that's it. Hope all of you have a great week. And if you do get out this week and you start looking for some comic books at your LCS, online, whatever the case may be, this is the Comic Assassin wishing you all happy hunting.